Okay, once again, it's time to talk Geneva College Golden Tornado football. Gino DeMarco, I will be calling you soon. You can believe it. All right, now I want to talk about Mark Recchi going into the Hockey Hall of Fame. Callie Kaczynski informing me moments ago, and you're giving it 2 thumbs up. It's a deserved honor for a great hockey player.
He's 12th all-time in scoring. He's played almost as many games as anybody in the league history. And the guy deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. You know, the only argument you could really make of him not getting in would be if you shrunk the Hall of Fame to like 20 people. But in the way the Hall of Fame is now, he absolutely deserves to be in there. His longevity, the fact that he played through different styles, and that he made his centers better. They wanted Mark Recchi. He could score anywhere on the ice. He was an amazing player who won the cup with 3 different teams. I mean, there's so many different things he did. And the one thing that I loved about Mark Recchi, and he's kind of like, if you're younger, maybe you look at him like a Chris Kunitz, except a better scorer. Okay. I mean, he's a guy that was never afraid of anything. Wasn't the biggest guy, never afraid.
All right, he played into his 4th decade too, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
All right, what's this prospect camp coming up? Any prospects as if we need it?
Well, the big one is Daniel Sprong,
okay,
who might be the next guy. He's probably a top 2-line guy. He's a big-time scorer. There were thoughts of him making the team potentially last year. He's the biggest name at prospect camp, other than Austin Lemieux. But of the guys that are going to play, it's Daniel Sprong. You get a chance to see him on Saturday. There's a 3-on-3 competition open to the public up in Cranberry. There's some guys, Brady Ferguson from Robert Morris, 3 Penn Staters, a few other guys. But Daniel Sprong will be the highlight, or should be the highlight of camp.
So Mrs. as in Natalie Lemieux and Mario Lemieux's son is that big now? He's all grown up.
Big boy. He's like 6'3".
Oh, right.
I mean, he's got some tall genes. Have you ever seen Mario's wife? And you know Mario's 6'4". So, I mean, yeah, he's a big boy.
A sport that Mario likes is golf. Jordan Spieth, number 10 PGA Championship. He just said it was luck, but there has to be some skill. But a 60-foot sudden death blind shot out of the bunker, he wins the Travelers Championship, Cromwell, Connecticut, in sudden death.
Yeah, that was pretty special, wasn't it? His reaction was great too. You know, he's chest bumping his caddy.
He almost knocked him over.
It was great. I mean, that golf needs some energy. They need guys that are going to, and they need some established players to come through. That's his 10th win now. As you head to the British here in a couple of weeks, you need some of those stars to get it going. You like Fowler in his role in the U.S. Open. Now, if some of these young guys can be more consistent and start winning more tournaments, Spieth included, it'll be better for the game, I think.
Royal Birkdale up next for the Open, and then Quail Hollow for the PGA Championship to wrap up the majors for 2017. Why are people so down on the Pirates? I'm still in, because they're still in it. They're 5 out. I mean, I know they lost another one last night, and everybody keeps talking about the trade possibility of Andrew McCutchen, but I'd much rather be here than out of the conversation.
Because they're still under 500.
I know, but
that's
still 5 out.
I think if you were in a division where the Pirates were 7 over 500 and 5 out, you'd feel better because you feel better about your team. Here's what the Pirates need to do.
Okay.
They need to honestly self-evaluate where they're at. Are they a contender? Can they be a team that competes in this division? If they can, then you leave McCutchen and Cole alone. If they can't, I'm dealing them. I don't care if they're 5 games out. They've got to have the guts to make that decision at the trade deadline. If they feel like there's a good deal for them, even if they're within striking distance of the division, sell.
I don't think it has anything to do with the 14 plus whatever million he's supposed to make McCutchen next year, because they got him in a bargain. They signed him to this contract years ago knowing he was young and he was going to be a part of the franchise, actually Mr. Pirate, if you will. So I don't think the money has anything to do with it.
With who?
McCutchen, if he gets traded.
I think the money always has something to do with it.
I don't think so.
If he's back, he's going to be asking for a lot of money. He's going to want that one last contract, that last big contract. Bob Nutting's not going to sign someone to a big last contract. It's just not the way they do business.
Right.
Whether you like it or not, I mean, that's just the way of the world for the Pirates.
Well, they have a chance. Tampa Bay's here tomorrow, then Frisco rolls into town, so let's gain some ground here.
Yeah, and if they do that, I mean, I don't think you make any moves now. See where you're at the All-Star break. If you're within, again, it needs to be that honest self-evaluation. They have some holes in that bullpen. I mean, how often have we seen it? They have no help in the minors for that. They've got 3 consistent starting pitchers, and after that, they don't have much. And there are a lot of holes on this team. I think it's a fool's gold to think that they're only 5 out, that, they're still
All right.
in this thing.
Listen, just so I can start off on the right foot tonight. That's the shark, the logo right here. Show him the logo.
Yeah.
Is he still one of the? I love talking golf with you. Is he still, even though he kind of came up short more times than not in the majors, still one of the best of his era? You think?
He was good in his era, but he's not one of the best. He's not even I wouldn't put him in the top 40 of all time. But in his time, I mean, for a couple of years, he was a guy with a great nickname, the Shark, that you feared. But in big time events, he came up short, except for one. So
Great businessman,
the
though.
big one.
Great businessman. It's not like they're going to have to pick up his check anytime soon.
Yeah, good personality. Almost won the British when he was, 58 or whatever it was, and that was a great story. But yeah, unfortunately, he was that guy that just never could break through. Mickelson was that for a little bit until he won some multiple, but just didn't win enough of big tournaments.
What do you make of Mickelson breaking up with his caddy?
It's interesting. Yeah, I don't. Why after all these years? Who's really starting this? I wonder if Bones was ticked that he didn't play in the U.S. Open, and maybe they had words and they decided to go their separate ways. I wonder who Bones is going to end up with next. Now, if he ended up with Tiger, that would be a great story.
It's always a good story. Mangino in the KDK Afternoon News, and of course, every 20 minutes, Paul Zeiss right now, 93.7, The Fan.